Peace, welcome back to another video. Just want to talk real quick about the new Snoop album. Been out for a couple weeks now. I saw when the vinyl dropped. It's called Missionary. Got the album cover, looked like a condom. I wasn't one I was gonna get. I was like, I haven't really listened to Snoop in a long time. I see him around, you know, this and that and the other. But I did check the album out. I streamed it, listened to it today, and went back through some songs I thought was dope. Snoop and Dre actually, yeah, so it's kind of like a follow-up, I think they're calling it, to the Doggy Style album that they did years and years ago. Snoop had a lot of other projects, and then him and Dre's getting back on this one. Overall, the album is okay. It's okay. Dr. Dre, I always appreciate Dr. Dre's production. If he did this, it's dope. Solid beats, decent sonically. It sounds nice. It's produced. You can tell that Dr. Dre is a real producer. I can always tell Dre beats from his percussion. He uses a lot of little percussion, little hi-hats, little cymbals, little clickers, and little jingles and things going on in the background. I listen like from a beat perspective, listen to it like that, because I'm a beat maker myself. Snoop was rhyming. He was rhyming. The only thing that I did is a few tracks I don't like, a few features that if he had left them off and put some other people in there. I think he had Sting was on one. It wasn't too overbearing. There was a couple tracks I didn't like. The one with this girl, Coco something, is pretty dope. It's like a reggae sound. I wanted Dre did that. That was a dope track. I think it's a single, but it's a video. But it was a decent song. You got Meth on there. That song was dope. The beat was nice. Then it's one with Snoop, and he had the two features of 50 and Eminem. Eminem was rhyming dope. He wasn't rhyming in that style, that tibbity-tabbity stuff. He was rhyming, like straight up rhymes. It was dope. It was dope. 50 did his thing on there. Solid album. It ain't nothing, like I said, ain't nothing I will buy the vinyl of and want to collect. But it's probably collectible for some people. Ain't nothing I'm going to collect, but it's a solid effort. Like I said, and Dre beats are real clean. They're polished. Dre come hard, like hardcore in his way. Like he ain't got like a grit, like a boom bap grit. He don't sample like that. He sample clean sounding violins and strings, and there was a couple break. The first or second track had an old drum break in there, old school. I forget where it's from, where the break was from, but that either song wasn't Shangri-La. It could have been Shangri-La or the one right after that. But like I said, decent album. I wasn't blown way away by it. I did, like I said, I think I said the song with Meth on there. Wasn't blown away by it, but decent effort. Snoop was rhyming. Yeah, he had bars on there. He was handling business on there. Just wanted to check it out because this is like a throwback, kind of them two getting back together. After all them years. So it was kind of good to hear. But like I said, as far as getting the vinyl or collecting any of it, I probably won't do that. So I know they dropped another album I want to listen to. The single did not pull me in. It's by Ice Cube. Cube dropped the album, which I'm forgetting the title right now. I did see a single for it. I didn't really like that single, but I'm sure Cube gonna have some stuff on there that's gonna be dope. And one thing I did miss out on, Snoop was actually, Cube was actually signing his record. You could get a signed copy of it, which I thought was dope. And they were available. I looked on, I didn't jump on it. It was like, it's cool, but I didn't jump on it because I didn't hear the album. I like to like the album and then have it signed or something like that. I didn't really hear it. But Cube was dope though. Overall, Cube, solid work over the years. His early work was, pinnacle. That was the top, America's Most and Death Certificate, all them albums. But anyway, just talking about West Coast stuff right now. But yeah, that's nothing about Dre's style. He has a West Coast production style. It's clean, it's gangster, I could totally fits the West Coast. I lived out there for a year, and his sound is a Cali sound, but it's universal at the same time. Like, you really gonna want to get on your smooth type groove, but with a little grit to it. You got a little grit. It's polished, but it's gritty at the same time. So that's how Dre do it. Like I said, I always like Dre production, man, when he's really doing the work. I guess he did. I know he had some people, he has some assistants and things like that, but I'm just taking it as he did it. So I'm just gonna take it face value and say he did it. And he don't mess around, man. I think I've heard stories about people going in the booth, he make you do it till it's perfect. So he got that ear. But yeah, overall, decent record to listen to. I listened to it, and then I went back just picking out songs that, okay, that was dope. Just listen to the bars a little bit closer. Like, okay, like Snoop was working on there. Snoop was working. Then, like I said, that single with that girl, Coco something, was pretty dope. It's a good single. Got like a reggae sound to it. You know, Snoop had touched, was he Snoop Lion when he was doing his reggae some years ago. But if I had to give it like Source rating, you know, Source magazine, if you know, if you're from that era, they had the mics. 5 mics is a classic. You know, you got your 1 mic is the lowest, and it goes all the way up to 5. There's only been a few in history to get that 5 mics. So you all know Illmatic got it. I think Brand Nubian, One for All had got it. And maybe another one. Who else got the 5 mic? Did the Fugees, the Score get it? There's only been a few albums to get the 5 mic in history. So, if I had to rate this on a 5 mic scale, it's a solid, this ain't no diss, it's a 3.5. I got it at 3.5. So, that's respectable. You know, it's a good listen. Like I said, it's a few skips in there, a few songs that I didn't necessarily like. I think it's because of the features. But overall, it's not a whack album. It's not whack. I heard some things, some people don't like it, but not whack. Nothing that I'm gonna buy. But the stream, it's worth a stream, give them the numbers there, but shout out to them. Yeah, I mean, legends in the game, been around for a long time, Dr. Dre, Snoop. I had to check it out. So that's my take on it. It's KT Productionz. Subscribe to the channel, man. Please subscribe. Thumb up. We'll catch y'all on another video. All right, peace.